Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Billy, and welcome back to Sky Factory 3. In the last episode, we made Cobblestone Generator, and we were working on trying to get the transfer nodes, but discovered that getting certain things like redstone is not super easy. We had to make this iron stiffened mesh, and I had to sift a whole bunch of dust and all that kind of fun stuff, and that's pretty much all I've done between episodes. I was going to expand the platform, but I decided against it, and I'll show you guys why in a little bit. Mostly because I want to make some stuff, and that's going to require you guys to be here. So we have a good bit of iron, so we're going to go ahead and get some iron cooking up. And I want this for a couple of reasons, but let's get the transfer nodes that we were working on last time. So in order to make the transfer nodes, we need some transfer pipes, which we have everything for it now, and I have just enough redstone, so it's not a problem. But what we can do is something like this, and you have to put pipes on transfer nodes now, but that should start collecting cobblestone. So perfect, that's what we want. Now, can we upgrade the cobblestone generator yet? We need a lot of iron for that, so we're gonna hold off on that. Now, what I wanted to bring you guys in for is, well, before we get to that, the iron is cooked, but before we get to anything else, what I want to do, because we just kind of need to let that sit for a little bit. It shouldn't take too long, but just a little bit, so that we can start collecting some cobblestone, so that we can actually do something with all this stuff and whatnot. So let's look at the achievement book. Have we done everything here? Yes, we have. Dark room, second layers. Automate your cobblestone generator block, or with cobblestone generator block or transfer node. So we already did that. That's fine. And yeah, there's a lot of things to do, but we'll kind of worry about that stuff later. So what I want to do real quick is we're going to make a couple things. We're going to make a chisel for one, so that we can make a nice looking base. And the second thing we're going to do is we're going to make a stone wand. Now this is what I wanted to bring you guys in for, and this is basically a building one. It's not basically, it is. And it's going to allow us to actually kind of get some stuff done when it comes to making this place look a little bit better. So we need to make a pick. I guess we'll use bone meal, because we have a little bit more of that than anything else. And we don't have a pick head yet, so let's go ahead and make that. We'll put it in here, and then part builder. We are going to need a lot more materials for that. Let's see, can we make it? I don't think we have enough flint either. Nope. We need one more flint. Is there an easy way to get this? If we had stone and fire essences, yes. Otherwise, 3 gravel will do it. So let's go ahead and do that, because that's easy enough to handle. And then we can just make a flint pickaxe, because that's really all we need right now. And there we go. Need to make a tool rod, and I believe a binding, and then we should be good to make a flint pickaxe. Perfect. So I want to make this just to get rid of this guy. It makes it a little bit easier, a little bit faster, but we'll use the crucible later. So we have some mobs over here. They're both kind of zombie-esque, so I'd love to, you know, actually kill both of these guys, or gals. Miss Kitty and L. Don't know who you are, but you drop rotten flesh and not much else. Alright, well, whatever. So at this point in this pack, we need to start working towards machines, power, automation, but specifically sifting. We need a lot of sifting. And we do have a good bit of string, which is good. We're going to need a lot of meshes. And I think the big thing that we're going to want to do is, first thing we should do is probably expand our base. I think that's the best idea. So let's do that. Let's get some sort of cool looking cobblestone. I always go for the embossed and indented stuff. Celtic looks nice, but not when it's large. Let's go for, what's a panel look like? It does not connect. Don't like that. You know what? Let's just go with embossed. Embossed. I don't know how to pronounce. And this is how we're going to basically make our base. And I think for the time being, what we're going to do, because these connect, yes, is we're just going to make a bit of a platform over here and expand it in multiple directions. So 3, 4, okay. So this is gonna be kind of where we're gonna set up shop, and a big part of this is just kind of waiting for more cobblestone. And so a lot of this is gonna be off camera. That's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Messed up, but that's fine. But yeah, so what? Oop, we lost our guy. So we'll just take a piece of cobblestone, and luckily this is now a renewable tool. We don't have to worry about it. We have infinite amounts. Unfortunately, the chisels are not technically renewable because we need iron, but that's fine. Now we do need to light this up, and we can start looking into some different things. So, alright, first thing we're going to do is we can get rid of the chisel for right now, and I want to take up these string meshes. And we're going to pick up these guys as well. We're going to actually pick up all of these guys. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a bunch of these sifters, because they're really good in like a 9x9 or a 3x3. Not a 9x9. That's kind of insane. So we're going to need, let's get 2 sets of those. And let's just make as many as we possibly can. There's 5, so we just need more sticks. Alright, and let's just make the rest of these. So we're going to want a lot for right now. Now we are going to need to make more meshes, but for right now this is fine. So I will continue making more meshes and all that kind of stuff as I go, but right now the string meshes are what we're going to worry about here, and then iron, and then I'll do another 3x3 starting here, and that actually works out pretty nicely. Do we have 2 blocks on both sides? Wow, that was not even planned. Alright, so we just need a bunch of string meshes, and so part of that is going to be, we have 3 more, so I can do 1, 2, and 3. And then a big part of this is going to be, we need to get some dirt. I do not have any more dirt. That's not good. But we can get that pretty quickly. Cook the leaves, get more saplings. A lot of kind of busy work, in all honesty. So we're going to get another piece of dirt. And let's get 2 more stacks of cobblestone. And embossed. We're going to go this side this time, because eventually we're going to get rid of this wood and kind of clean things up. 2, 3. Alright, so that is, I think, 4. And what we're going to do over here is we're going to make a platform for trees. I don't want to have to keep twerking to get the trees to actually do anything. But what we can do is eventually just get enough dirt so that they can start growing on their own and whatnot. It'll be nice and easy once we get to that point. So I need to make this correctly. Now, we don't have too much more cobblestone on us, but that's fine. We can always make more. We're constantly making more, and we're going to need a decent-sized platform eventually. But there's some concerns before we get too large in the platform. And the main one is the fact that we're going to need to actively kind of light the stuff up and make things look relatively nice. Let's actually move this a little bit closer to here, and eventually we'll pick up that guy. It is going to be a little bit of a challenge unless we do some fanciness, which I don't necessarily want to do, but I think we can. It shouldn't be too bad. So we're gonna get this guy going, and there we go. We're gonna go ahead and infest him with all these silkworms. And let's put some stuff away. So we're going to need the water here in a second. We're going to want the cobblestone. Most of this other stuff we're going to want to put away in here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to think right here. Do that, grab some water. And we're going to come down here and do that. That's it. Terrifying, I know, but necessary. That way we can break this guy, and I'm gonna put that there. So technically that counts as an achievement, but I'm not gonna take it because I don't have to. We're gonna put another tree over here. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The iron can actually stay in there. We're going to want some more crooks. Sticks can, we'll keep the sticks on us as well. And the string. Okay. Donut will go in there for safekeeping. So this guy is already done. That was nice and quick. So we're going to get a ton of string. No saplings though, unfortunately. So we're going to want to grab saplings as well. And basically start farming trees, saplings, dirt, all that kind of fun stuff, just so that we can get more and more things. So the main thing right now is getting more sifting. 1, 2, 3. How many do we need? Here's 3 more. We need 4. And we also need to eat. So 1 more. And now I can show off the amazing power of this stuff. So there's a reason why I want all these different meshes. And the thing is eventually we're going to need at least 3 of each, I think. But having more is probably not going to be a bad idea anyways. So string can go in there. We're going to grab some... Actually, let's just grab our hammer. Let's eat. And we're going to take a bunch of gravel. So let's take a stack of cobblestone. And we just need to build this up a little bit so that we can hammer it down pretty quickly. And we're going to make a bunch of gravel out of it. So why do it like this? Well, Vein Miner makes making gravel really easy at the early game. So we just do this, all comes towards us, and we're good. So now we just pop up here, and we can sift 9 pieces at a time without compressing it or anything like that. And so it's going to make things a lot quicker. I believe you can go up to a 5x5 with this. Don't really have a need for that right now. And honestly, I'm just going to do this until I get a decent amount of supplies. So if we look at all this stuff, so sifting gravel, for example. Let's find gravel. So gravel will give us flint and a bunch of ores. But if we use the metal, we can get lapis and coal. In order to get diamonds, oh no, flint stiffened. That is good for some things, it looks like. Gives us black quartz, which we can also get. Oh, that's the only way to get black quartz. But isn't there another way? Yeah, we can get it from iron stiffen, and that gives us crushed black quartz. So that's still another way to get quartz. Not really needed to do that. So all the ores, gunpowder, bone meal. We can make that later if we ever want to use it. Integrated Dynamics is a really cool mod that allows you to do some really fancy automation stuff, but it is complicated. So cocoa beans we can also get from iron. And I think cactus I saw we could also get from iron, or actually string. So don't think we need the flint mesh at all. But if we look at gravel, the iron mesh will give you diamonds, and then the diamond mesh will give you a higher chance of diamonds. Now, whether or not we need to go through with that at this point, I don't know. But iron is required for certain things. Quartz enriched dust, that stuff we're going to need. We're going to need a good bit of that. So iron is a really low chance, but diamond is a much better chance. Prosperity shards are something else that we're going to need. So there's a lot of things that we need from these meshes. So collecting a lot of resources is going to be a good thing. It's going to be our best option. And we've already got a good bit of iron, a good bit of flint. So for the rest of this episode, let's take a look at a couple of things. First of all, we're going to want to eventually want to make this entire area cobblestone because it looks nicer than wood. We're going to want to make a mob farm, watering can. We're going to need, we are really going to need to start growing food. That's going to require more dirt though, so that's something I will work on between episodes. But one of the big things that's in this pack that, if you remember from Sky Factory 2.5, I am a big fan of, is magical crops, which is called mystical agriculture in this mod pack. Essentially the same thing, but slightly different. It's based on this Infernium essence, which is used to make all of the stuff. You also need to have, I believe it's prosperity. Let's see, stone seeds. Stone seeds could be really nice. Seed reprocessor. Okay, so that's seed reprocessor is what you can use to turn the seeds into the essence. That's nice to know. But yeah, so there's a lot of different things. It looks like we can use stone essence to make all the cobblestone, the gravel, and it's decent amounts. Now, if we look at how to get stone seeds, we need Infernium and Tier 1 crafting seeds, which requires base crafting seeds, which requires prosperity shards. And prosperity shards are sifted iron or diamond with sand. So that is kind of the big difference, is how you get the stuff. But things we're going to need is like quartz enriched, which needs a tier 3 crafting seeds. And the crafting seeds are used for, you can upgrade them with the essence, which it's very similar. The master infusion does require a nether star, but it looks like there's only one infusion crystal. Yeah, there's only one infusion crystal, so that part is at least nice, and it's pretty simple to make. So mystical agriculture is something we're going to want to get into relatively soon. We can make wood seeds that will give us wood essence that will allow us to auto-craft wood from our farms. Now, there's also going to be a growth crystals. These things are really powerful if you kind of make them, if you kind of stack them and whatnot. But the tier 3s are expensive. Tier 2s are relatively, yeah, they're pretty expensive. Not terrible, but pretty expensive. And then tier 1s are lots of bones, iron, and sea lanterns. So a lot of the stuff we can get relatively easily. It's just going to take a while. Now, one last thing I want to look at is the hatchery. So chickens. We're going to want chickens. Orange chicken egg. So we're going to need to get eggs. And how are we going to do that? Loot bags? Or we can get chickens from a grassy area. That's right. I forgot vanilla mechanics. But let's see what this all wants us to do. So one of the next things we're going to want to do is make a smeltery, as well as just start working towards getting into use a solium dagger to obtain a mob chunk. Okay. Fly, travel the nether, collect dragon's breath, travel to the bottom of the nether using a boat, use a diamond chest to transport and bring home 5 blaze spawners. That's something we're going to want to do. The beneath, which is the deep dark, it's the same thing. The end, kill the ender dragon, hatch a dragon egg, go to the end cities and obtain the elytra. We need to start looking at power, and I think we might be able to get the... There is a survivalist generator. Pretty easy. Generators. Let's see, what else do we have? Don't know that that one's good for anything. We do have immersive engineering, which is a nice mod to have. Eventually we're going to want these rainbow generators. That's going to be something kind of important later. Can you say billion RF? That's a good way to get started. So furnace generators requires a little bit more, plus iron plates. So we're going to probably want to get a metal press at some point. But there's a lot of stuff to do. We could probably start out with a coal generator. Those aren't too bad to make. And then quickly get to oil, canola. How are we going to get canola? There's probably seeds. We might already have canola seeds. I don't see any, but that's fine. So basically, there's a lot to do. There's a skeleton over here. There's plenty to do. Plenty to progress with. And some of the first things we're going to want to do is like make a mob farm. We're going to want to get power and we're going to want to get food. So I will tell you guys what. Let's go ahead and end the episode off here. I know we spent like the last 5 minutes just kind of looking around in the options, trying to figure out what to do. But basically, I'm going to harvest trees. I'm going to chop down trees and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to sift and hopefully get a bunch of stuff ready. I'm going to probably make more. If we look at the meshes, the iron stiffen is pretty easy, and the diamond stiffen is a little bit harder. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to get the iron. I'm probably not going to worry about the diamond yet. But I'll get a 3x3 of the iron, and that way I can sift even more, get better stuff and whatnot. And next time we're going to start a farm, start getting some food. I'm going to get a bunch of dirt and all that kind of fun stuff. And we're going to start working towards a couple of different things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!